Hello, good morning. I'm just trying to continue my talk on the meaning of Dukkha according to the Theravada Buddhist Pali translation, to Pali scriptures. Dukkha is incompleteness or dissatisfaction. I already explained it. I just want to how much dukkha is familiar with our day-to-day life. Look what happened in the United States with the elected President Donald Trump. And many of the American people are not really satisfied. This is dukkha. The dukkha doesn't mean suffering, please, excuse me. Dukkha doesn't mean suffering. Suffering is too much. I said that suffering is an imperfectly translated word to the term of Pali dukkha. Dukkha is dissatisfied. What happened in the United States now? If you go to ask in an interview, most of the people would say they are not really satisfied with the president, Donald Trump. What happened with him now very recently? I just want to show you there a good example of what happened. Very much living. Dukkha is very much living in our day-to-day life, not different from our life. So dukkha can be proven by in practical way. Therefore, if somebody denies dukkha, that one is blind. Dukkha, we cannot deny dukkha. We cannot reject dukkha. But we have to learn the way, how to carry that dukkha. How to carry that dukkha. Because this is what the Buddha instructed, because he has been, the Buddha himself, before he got enlightened, everybody knows he was a really luxurious, rich, wealthy prince in the royal family, and he had nothing to do with his jobs. He can enjoy his own wealth without working. And why did he try to run away from such rich and wealthiness of his royal family? Everybody can understand. Wealth, rich, cannot make us happy. Wealth couldn't buy happiness and satisfaction too. But we have to just go deeper, deeper, deeper into our heart, the deepest level of our heart, to examine what happens inside that with the, sense of the mind, and working with the brain and working with the heart. This little mind is crazy. These little minds are working between the mind and the brain. I said very often, the mind is the bridge between the brain and the heart. The scientists would say the mind is located in the brain. And Eastern part of philosophy, like Buddhist philosophy or maybe Hinduism, they would say that the mind is in the heart. But the Buddha said clearly that mind is located in certain material phenomena. That mind is exactly located in certain material phenomena or physical phenomena, not in the heart, in the brain. So if you see the heart, the brain is material part of material phenomena, part of human being, and heart is also the organ of human material part. But this mind is the bridge between that brain and the heart when I practice this meditation. This is just the mind. And when the mind is, connected with those kind of dislikes, dissatisfaction, dissatisfactory objects, undesirable, disagreeable objects, and that we feel dukkha. How can we deny? Even if you are sitting down in the mealtime on the table, you don't like a curry or dish put on the table, and you feel immediately dissatisfied. That's a dukkha. How can you deny that dukkha? That dukkha is just with you. You are life. This dukkha is with your life, right? So I just try to convince you, if you are someone who denies the dukkha, therefore the Buddha simply said that life is dukkha. Life is incomplete. Life is dissatisfied, dissatisfactory. Why not the Buddha is wrong? Why do you want to view the Buddha's teachings pessimistically? The Buddha, in my opinion, the Buddha didn't say something wrong, but he always tries to say something right and to prove, to be proven by yourself. So even when you are sitting down on the table to eat in mealtime, if you don't like a dish, then you feel dissatisfied. Oh, dukkha with my meal. What do you prepare for me? Why do you prepare this? I don't like it. That is dukkha. Even you are Buddhist or non-Buddhist, doesn't matter. That Buddha is with you. That Buddha is with you. This is the reason that the Buddha teaches the way how to carry that Buddha, that dukkha. Sorry. How to handle that dukkha wisely, not stupidly, not blindly, wisely, intelligently. Therefore, he said, life is dukkha. It means life is incomplete, dissatisfied, dissatisfactory. That is the meaning of dukkha. Do you understand that? So, what I want to say is, don't make wrong notion on the sense of dukkha. If you are someone who denies that life is dukkha, please, you have to just try to modify your knowledge, your wisdom. Life is dukkha anyway. When you are thirsty, I said very often, when you are really extremely thirsty, oh dukkha. When you're really extremely hungry, oh dukkha. When you really wanted to get a cigarette to smoke, oh dukkha. When you're too much thirsty, oh dukkha. When you feel too cold, oh dukkha. These kinds of things are dukkha. So how often, how many times can you experience, such phenomena, dukkha, in your life, in my life too? Therefore, the Buddha teaches life is dukkha. This is the first noble truth. Life is dukkha. Life is incomplete. Life is dissatisfactory. Even if you like or not, whether you like it or not, this is the truth. How can you avoid it? And second, what causes that dukkha? This desire, greed, craving, attachment. These things, whatever you causes dukkha, pain, dissatisfaction, incompleteness, right? And the second noble truth is the origin of that dukkha, the cause of that dukkha. Sorry, excuse me. And the third one is the cessation of that dukkha. That is clear. If the dukkha is caused by, sorry, if that dukkha is caused by craving, desire, attachment, greed, if you can take this out, if you can remove it at the root, if you can eradicate it at the root, if you can cut it off at the root, then you are okay. Then you don't feel dukkha because you cut it off, the cause. That's a very scientific, really scientific teaching. And the last one is the path leading to the cessation of dukkha, and that is meditation. We have to just simply observe when we are feeling greedy. When we are feeling greedy, we have to just observe greed as it is. When we are angry, we have to just observe anger as it is. When we are jealous, we have to observe jealousy as it is. When we are pride, we have to just observe pride as it is. When we are proud, we have to observe proud as it is. When we are conceited, we have to observe conceited as it is. When we are arrogant, we have to just observe arrogant as it is. So when we are feeling hard as it is. When we are feeling cold, observe cold as it is without identifying cold, hard, and so on with any names and labels. So this is meditation that we call, in my instruction, in my technique, mindfulness-based vipassana meditation. And mindfulness is the technique of concentration on that development of wisdom. So vipassana is development of wisdom or understanding. They're two forms, not the same. So here I just want to mean the dukkha again. The dukkha, the meaning of dukkha is don't confuse with the suffering. The word suffering is almost imperfect. It's almost the dukkha is imperfectly translated into the word suffering. Dukkha is the thing that we experience in everyday life. Escape from that dukkha. But if we can remove that, the origin of dukkha, then we can see how it is. And how to remove is the way, how to live with the dukkha, how to handle the dukkha, and how to carry the dukkha with our life. And that is the way. This is the Fourth Noble Truth. That is the way leading to the cessation of dukkha. And that is, as I explained, you have to just begin with breathing in and breathing out, and pay attention with breathing, pay attention to the breathing in and breathing out as it is. Breathing is breathing. Don't make this even in breath. Don't make it even, if it is possible, in breath or out breath. Breathing is breathing. In or and out is just also the conception. This is just memory. So breathing is breathing. If you can pay attention to the breathing, in out doesn't matter, but it's in out does really not matter. But you can do it to concentrate your mind on the breathing. Then when you feel any sensation from any part of your body, please pay attention to remove that dukkha. Go deeper to the heart, deeper level of the heart, to observe what's going on, really what's really going on. And when you feel greed, pay attention to the greed as it is. It rises and passes away. Again, when it is disappeared, please come back to the breathing. Pay attention to in breath and out breath naturally. Again, your mind is going out. Pay attention to that mental state going out. As soon as you realize that the mind is going out, as soon as you are aware of that mind going out, and you come back to the breathing in and breathing out again, come back to pay attention to the breathing in and breathing out again. Sorry. Just pay attention to the breathing in and breathing out. Sometimes it lasts for 50 minutes with that breathing regular movement of the, pay attention to the regular movement of breathing in and breathing out. it can be last for at least 15 minutes or 20 minutes if you have a good concentration. When you do this, you are not trying to run away from dukkha, but you don't feel dukkha. Even you have that, it means you are learning the way how to carry on the dukkha, how to handle that dukkha, how to live with the dukkha. So you can believe in whatever you want. I mean, you can believe whatever religion you want. What you can believe in whatever cult, whatever creed, whatever creed you want. But this is the way we have to just learn it and do it. It has nothing to do with your religious faith, or belief, or creed, or cult. But this is the only way how to live with suffering, the dukkha. I don't want to use that word suffering. How to live with the dukkha, incompleteness and dissatisfaction. This is great. And when you feel hot, sorry, when you feel nam, pay attention to the sensation of nam. When you feel itchy, pay attention to the sensation of itchy sensation on your body. When you feel vibration, pay attention to the vibration as it is. It is directly connected. What happened within yourself, you are directly connected with whatever happening inside yourself. Normally our mind is always connected with our external objects, not within ourselves. But this, when you learn this, you are just directly in contact with whatever rises and passes away within yourself. That makes you wiser to live. That makes me wiser to live. I like it very much. Just pay attention to in-breath and out-breath regularly. The rhythm of in-breath and out-breath, the flow. It's very often you can feel itchy, you can feel tingling, you can feel piercing. To all of these sensations, you have to just pay attention to all of those sensations. They just rise and pass away. That's the nature. I hope you get it. Thank you for watching and listening.